Hello, 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 biologists. We have a bit of a problem on our hands here. You see, we can't tell whose baby is whose. In all seriousness, this is a quick example of a blood typing reasoning question. This one's like kind of a basic one, but the idea of it goes across lots of problems you're gonna see in genetics. It's about trying to figure out like parentage and stuff through blood typing. And the scenario here is very serious. Let's read this carefully. It says you are a nurse at a hospital and you accidentally mislabeled two babies and cannot tell who their parents are. That's not good. You might get written up for that. But you do know that one baby is O positive and the other is B negative, as well as the blood types of one set of parents for some reason. You must have asked them when they walked in. So you know the father has type AB minus blood, the mother has type A plus blood, and her father was O negative. Based on this information, which baby belongs to this couple? This is important to know. So, first thing, I'm going to teeter this thing here. It's a nice little effect. Let's do that again. Woo! So we're going to determine the inheritance pattern. And we know here that blood type is multiple alleles and codominance. And then the Rh factor is just normal Mendelian dominance, and we're dealing with two traits here. So I'm going to invite you to pause the video if you'd like. Actually, do it. and try to set up your alleles, and then we'll come back in a few seconds. So 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so these are both alleles that you don't really have much freedom for. Blood types are always going to be I's with the superscripts. IA for antigen A, IB for antigen B, and no antigen or type O, it's just like the little I. Then Rh, it is like an antigen D, so we're just going to use the letter D. So we have a big D for Rh positive and Rh negative is recessive, so little d. Now, I challenge you to determine the parent genotypes and gametes by reading this quite carefully. And we'll pick back up on that in a few seconds, so just take a moment here. Give you about 5 seconds to pause and then try to determine the parent genotypes and the parental gametes, and we'll get into our Punnett square and answering this question. But in the meantime, get the gametes. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So the father is AB negative. That means his genotype is for sure IA and IB because he has to have both the A and B antigen. And negative is a recessive case, so he must be homozygous. So we have IA, IB, then two recessive alleles for the Rh factor. The mother is a bit more tricky. She's A positive, which could be a couple different things. But we know that her father is O negative, which means he only has little I and little d alleles. So the mother must have inherited one of each of those. So she's going to be IA, little I, and then big D, little d. Awesome. Gametes, we're going to like distribute them. The father only has 2, the mother has 4. Awesome. So with that in mind, make a Punnett square and see if you can answer this problem. And we are going to come back together in a few moments. So take a second to pause it and try to solve this through. And just see based on your information which baby belongs to this couple. Remember, we're not asking for a ratio here. We're looking for you to make a conclusion about like whose baby is the parents, or which baby. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Punnett square. Hey, alleles. So the female still goes on top, like always. Male on the side. Then imagine we magically cross that. Boom. So remember that the baby's possible genotypes here are O positive and B negative. First off, let's look for B negative. This one is A positive, A negative. This is A positive and A negative, so those don't help. Here we have AB positive. Here we have AB negative. Here we have, oh look, it's B positive. It sounds like I'm encouraging you. Be positive, everyone. And here we have B negative. I'm not telling you to be negative. That's just the blood type. So here we have a B negative case, but we do have B positive. And if you look back, I did not ever at any point say anything with an O, because you'll notice a pattern here. If the father is AB, that means he has to pass on an antigen for A or B, so we're not going to have any type O's. But we do have this type B positive, so I'm positive we got the answer. So there are no outcomes in which these parents produce children with type O blood. Therefore, these parents have the child with type B negative blood. Crisis averted. We can give them the right kid. And then you can just note that this is the box that's B negative. Like circle it. Imagine I'm circling it right now. And make sure you hide your answer at the end and you're good to go. These can get more tricky if we need them to, but this is like the line of thinking on all of them. This is about kind of matching up based results to like potential babies. And you can also do this for like a crime scene being like, oh, someone's blood was at the scene, like whatever. Whenever there's a question where it's like there's blood and you're trying to figure out who is who, think about getting the types and then comparing them. Um, but yeah, that's it for this quick example, biologists. Feel free to email me, mrbsciencemb@gmail.com, if you have another request or something. And this just about ends our videos for Non-Mendellian. I hope you all have a lovely day, and yeah, take care.